What do you mean, droom? Don't droom me. It's like 10:30 now. I woke up half an hour ago. It's just Saturday though, so I'm gonna give myself a little slack on that. Today and tomorrow I'm trying to throw together a VFX shot. I've chosen to do something like have a hologram floating and then have it materialize an object that then becomes real and falls. That way I can work within Blender and maybe learn some basic physics simulation. And if I can't figure out the physics simulation, I can still get it done by just getting a model of something I already have and just having it float, and then when I need to change it, I'd have it switch to this dropping in the shot. So, doable. I'm also trying to record my day for A Life in a Day 2020. So we'll see if I actually get any footage I'm okay giving them. Well, it's not cold. And this does get pretty warm. I just really like wearing it because being stuck inside all the time has made it so that I don't get to wear my jackets, and I love my jackets. Also, summer has made it so I don't get to wear my jackets, and I always feel sad about that. So, I'm gonna start with just getting the model I think I'm gonna use, bringing it into Blender, and seeing about trying to set up physics. Because if the physics don't work, that changes the way I'm going to be taking the video that this is going over. And if it does work, then I already have 2 videos that I took yesterday that I can use. I'm gonna attempt to screen record this in OBS too, so fancy smancy. I have to launch it though. I really don't care what encoder you use. OBS, I don't. I want to know, what size is this? Okay, I went to the restroom, tried to do my hair because it was driving me crazy, and now I'm back. And we're gonna move you, because I got this great setup back here. It looks real nice in the background. But it's on the other side. So, we're recording. I'm going to quickly purchase this. I'm also going to take some of these free models while I am here because why ever not? Give them all to me. Alright, and then I don't need a max file. I need an OBJ and an FBX. Okay. Now we can close these. I'll keep that robot open even though I can't afford him. And then we'll buy this. I'm making a collection of 3D assets. It's very exciting. Stop looking at me like that. Did I keep these on the desktop? If I put these on the desktop, that is a very bad idea. Alright, it looks like I did not put them on the desktop. Which is good. Hopefully they're in my digital assets folder where they should be. Digital assets. No, they're not. Where the fuck did I put these? Did I stick it in that? Am I stupid? Did I put it in here? No. There it is. And it's in downloads, which is objectively worse of a place to keep this folder than on the desktop. Okay. Digital assets. Right there. Yep, okay, cool. I'm just making sure I got all my assets good. All my assets good, because I got assets that I own that are from Triune Digital, and then I have assets that I have a license for at the moment, which are from Epidemic Sound, and now I have assets that I'm purchasing from CG Trader. So I'm trying to make sure I have everything in the right place. Okay. Lit. iPhone. Orange Robot. That's what he's called. It's the little robot from Love, Death, and Robots. The one where they're like tourists in the city and they meet the cat. It's great. I love it. It's my favorite. It's the first one that I got because I know that the order changes for depending on who's watching. It's the first episode I got. I love it. It's my favorite Love, Death, and Robots episode. It's great. And Soda Can. Soda Can. Okay, what happened to the iPhone textures? Are there no iPhone textures? Upload files. 10 textures. So what happened to that iPhone model's textures? History. Apple iPhone 6. We're getting to the bottom of it. If this doesn't have textures, I'm going to be deleting it because I'm not texturing an iPhone model that I didn't make myself. Or maybe I am, I don't know. FBX, OBJ, MB, and Max. Well, I don't want the Max file. You can fuck off with the Max file. I don't know what an MB file is. .mb file. Oh, it's Maya. Okay. Well, I don't have Maya, so yeah, there's no textures. The fuck? I don't know. Well, we'll keep it for now, but I'm not using it right now, so pay $10.50. I only gotta pay $10.50 for a model of an Xbox controller. Ooh, we have so many options. Look at all of our options. 3DS, C4D, FBX. We're gonna get the FBX. Lightwave Maya, OBJ. We'll get the OBJ. V-Ray and Standard. I don't know what Standard is, but I'm gonna download it just in case. JSC Fraud Prevention Hotline. Hello. Oh, I can't do this on speaker while this is on because they're going to give me like my social security number. Motherfuckers called me. I answered. They didn't say shit. Then my phone tells me I missed the call while I'm on the call, and they start doing the voicemail "we missed you" message. I answered the call. I was on the call. The fuck happened? I just gotta call him back, I guess.
Federal Credit Union Fraud Prevention Services. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's fucked. Oh well. Well, there's no way I'm using this, so gone. Which, okay, in the end, $10 for what, 6 models? Even if the one that I actually paid for wasn't all that great. And I probably will end up using it. I'll be able to, I can work with it. It's just not right now. I don't want to go to all the trouble right now. I already find material texture setup in Blender to be painful, so I can't handle it at the moment, you know? Let's try the iPhone, I guess. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Why did they do that? It's like split into a million pieces. What the fuck? Okay. I really don't like people that make models like this. Don't do this. Okay. So, here's the dealio. My first idea was to learn some physics in Blender, and while I could try to find a model that'll work and do that, it might be easier to use the model of the controller as just a hologram and then intercut it with footage of the actual controller, because the hologram doesn't have to be high poly, and it only needs a hologram texture. It doesn't need a physical texture. So, fuck. We could try it. I don't feel like it. That's the problem. Whenever I do these things, I always end up not wanting to do them, which is why I never do them. And then the one time I did feel like doing it and got it done super quickly, it was a 5-second shot of a drone. What the fuck? Well, let's just look at the bullet and see if it's okay. Yeah, bullet's fine. Bullet's one single piece. I mean, you can't really fuck up a bullet, can you? Bullet's got great textures, base color. Look at that. Would you look at that? It's got all the regular textures. Bullet's great. The bullet's fine. Should I try just doing some random physics with the bullet? Physics. Rigid body. Active, okay. Rigid body. Passive. Go. And it fell right through. Why the fuck did it fall right through? There's no reason you shouldn't be dynamic. I'm sure you don't weigh a full kilogram. Hey Google, how heavy is a 9mm bullet?
Here's what I understood from the website outdoorlimited.com. Most rounds weigh 115 gr, while 9mm NATO is 124 gr. Do you want a little more context?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't really change much. It's still falling through. Why are you falling like that? Maybe learning physics simulation was a bad thing to start on? I don't know. It feels like if I've been working in Houdini this long, I should have already known at least a little bit about physics since that's what Houdini does. Okay. Okay, so that, it collides, but this, it's not colliding. So why? That's 30 minutes that got us nothing. So, I guess we try again because we haven't learned anything, and we will keep being stupid. Alright, well, I guess I give up. Not on the shot, just on this working. So, we're not learning physics this week. Just gonna do a shot and do some regular old compositing trickery. Okay, I just raised the camera by putting it on a selfie stick on top of the Gorilla Pod. So, this is kind of precarious, so if it falls out, just have to switch back over. I need to get a hub, like a USB hub, so that every time I have to get photos off of my Blackmagic videos, I don't have to disconnect my keyboard and flip my whole situation around. But as it is, I do. So I did. When I'm at my desk, I normally have the computer set backwards, so it's going to complain about Blender. Yeah, okay, we can close Blender for now. Detach. Okay. Motherfucker. Detach. So I normally have my base flipped around like this. Cable kind of has to go around like that, just because it's easier to manage. Okay, I usually have it like that, with the main screen connected. That way, I am using the GPU without having to have the screen and the laptop keyboard there, and I can use my KB Paradise 60 key mechanical keyboard and my mouse. Let's pull one of these clips into Resolve. Not keeping any of the audio for this file, by the way. I only asked Google things so that Google would like. Shut up, Google. I only asked Google a question while videotaping so that it would light up. And I just figured I would ask the question I was asking. So, all the audio will be replaced. Okay, let's color this. And then let's export it. Because that's what I'm doing here. That's the thing that we're doing. So let's do it. Let's do the thing that we're doing here. What's the Cinema DNG default? Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Wow. I might just use that. File name, we will call this controller hollow 1. Why 1? Just in case I make a 2. So I didn't end up actually filming while I did the rest of the Blender stuff because the battery died and then I just wanted to get it done. Basically, I just followed the same hologram tutorial that I used for my short film, and I can leave a link to that in the description. And I just made that material and put it on my controller and then animated the controller to like bounce and turn. And now I'm rendering, as you can see, right there. So now bring that into After Effects and then start working on comping that. I am noticing that there's something wrong. It is a bad time to be noticing that there's something wrong. I'm going to pretend I don't see it, and then if it's an issue later, I'll come back and fix it. So I'm not very comfortable filming when there are other people in the house, so I didn't really film for the After Effects portion, but I did screen record so we can talk about what I did a little bit. Although for most of the compositing stuff, I wouldn't say there's a lot of stuff I can talk about. For me, it's really trial and error there. You just kind of throw some standard things together and see how it looks and move them around and adjust them. I did have it change hue to match the sign here in the shot. And now it is currently exporting, which is going to take a while. So that's rendering. Meanwhile, I was thinking it would be good to have some sort of storyline for this one. So I'm going to try now to record myself doing some sort of looking around for my controller, maybe, just like can't find it, and then I ask Google to fabricate me one. I need to figure out if there's a way I can get Google to say what I want it to just speak. I know that with Alexa, you can tell it, Simon Says, and then it'll repeat what you said. I don't know if Google has a version of that or not. So we will have to test that and see what we can do for the sound for that. Hey Google, can you fabricate an Xbox controller?
Let's see. Xbox One wireless controller. Loading model. Fabricating device.
So yeah, anyway, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see more VFX shot, I post weekend VFX every other week, and a follow-up video the next week. And if David and I ever make short films, I usually post them on this channel. So if you'd like any of those things, consider subscribing. And yeah, I'm already thinking about my next VFX shot. I would really like to do something that's more compositing and less 3D. The first two have both been 3D models in Blender because I've been trying to learn like animation in Blender. And while I still want to do more of that, I think for my next one I want to try to do something that's like mostly compositing, if not entirely compositing. So something with some of the VFX assets that I purchased from Triune like 3 or 4 years ago. And some of the cool effects you can do just straight in After Effects. So I'm already thinking about that ahead, and I'd like to start thinking. I always start thinking about it the week before, and then I'll decide next Thursday, of course. Yeah, so consider subscribing if you're interested, and if not, just you know, thumbs down, block me. I don't know. I don't really care. So